Hola amigos y amigas, I'm Leila, also known as Miss Bohemian. I have hair that is wet, especially the areas of my braid out that have my actual hair. I didn't wet the rest of it, makes no sense. And so this is one in an I don't know how many part series that includes me with my braids and the braid life, because I haven't really documented anything because I didn't have teeth. And now that I have teeth, I'm back to filming YouTube videos. What do I mean? I was missing teeth for a long time, and I chronicle that crazy journey in my Seattle travel series videos that you can view here. And Seattle, because I have a dentist cousin who lives in Seattle who has been helping me with this insanity. And given that I now finally have teeth and I can be camera present again and not look crazy, I'm back. So I have a habit of not even looking at my Soultanicals products really after they arrive until I'm ready to film my first impressions on camera, try it out for the first time, and then continue using it in peace in my real life. And so oftentimes I forget what I got. I'll explain the sigh, but first of all, let's jump in with Soultanicals, and namely the Aqua Instant Moisture Potion Leave-In Conditioner. And the sigh, because I didn't even realize I had this. This would have made my life so much easier. What I've been doing to condition my hair, because I've done it every day, I would pretty much in my water bottle mix in some of the knot sauce, shake it, and that was my liquid leave-in conditioner. And I didn't realize I actually had one that I could be spraying onto my hair and using for weeks to see how I do. I'm gonna try this out on my braids, and then when I take out my braids, I'm gonna be back to try it out on my actual curls and see how they do. I'm feeling that normally liquid leave-ins are too light for my curly hair, but it'll be a perfect thing to have when I have braids again. Why did I not use this? So let me spray first of all. Ooh, feels nice. The scent is really, really light, almost imperceptible. The texture is very silky, very light, but you see the beautiful sheen it leaves. It's very nourishing. It doesn't have like a spray. It's more kind of like a straight on shot. So I'm going to be doing is just spraying it onto my hands. It feels very soothing is the word that's coming to mind when I have it on my hands. And so it's a nice feeling to put it on the hair. And I want to rub it in to make sure that my actual hair is getting some of this, especially the hair that's sticking out of the braids. I'm smoothing it down. I mean, I can gauge what it feels here, and it feels really soft. I like the feeling of it. The little swath of trying it on my actual hair, and it feels good. I think the only critique I would have, especially for a braid out situation, it applies to my actual hair too, because if you want to spray, you don't want anything that's mostly straight and is very mildly spray like. You want more like a spray mist situation happening to cover more of the hair, and that would be more helpful. It would be so much easier to be able to spray, and I could still saturate my hair that way. So for box braids especially, that's what I would be looking for. For my actual hair, knowing how I work with my actual hair, I mean, that would still be helpful. But if it's not spraying out like that, it's totally fine to just putting it onto my hands and rub it into the hair, because that's easy to do, but not so easy to do with braids. I'll be back when the braids are out, and let's see what me and my actual hair have to say. I said I would be back to test the Aqua out on my curls, but hey, she back with cornrows and braids this time, because I'm nearing the date of my surgery. It got canceled twice, so the second time that it got canceled, I was actually in the hospital, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna get a steroid shot in the hand, in both hands. This one's doing fine. This is my right hand that did not need surgery. My left hand needed surgery, but I was still hopeful that a steroid shot would make it feel better, and if it felt better and that was maintained, I would not do surgery. So I didn't know that I would be getting braids again. I am less than a week away from the date of my surgery, and my hand is just bothering me. The steroid shot did not stick, and I didn't even know I was gonna do braids again. I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna wing it with my hair. And as the date has neared, I'm like, you know what, it's giving me anxiety because I don't know how much pain I'm gonna be in. It's gonna be super hard to do my hair one-handed. So I thought I'm gonna jump right in and do braids again. I did it last minute, and my head is killing me. I know it's normal. I know they say give it a day or two, so we'll see. But I try to remember this time around that, hey girl, you've got products for braid outs. I am back to test out Aqua on the new braids, and then we'll incorporate my hair. So for now, they say that when your hair is feeling really tight, steam it. I don't have a steamer. Wash it. I'm not gonna wash it today. I might wet it, and then they also say do a leave-in. Oh, actually, that's so soothing to the scalp. I'm just doing it on the scalp right now. It's not about conditioning my hair, because my hair has a lot of moisture in it. I made sure that I washed and packed it with my leave-in and my cream yesterday and sealed it in with my oils, and I did that today too before the appointment. So this is strictly for like relief. Okay. it does either a straight shot, sometimes spray randomly, so that's frustrating. No. Okay, so I have an issue with this nozzle because I could definitely use it as a spray right now. It's supposed to be a spray. This is kind of like me just jumping in vlog style within a video that's technically not a vlog because it's been an ever-evolving situation. It's been a while and I am back. My box braids are out. I think last time I showed up with my cornrows and box braids, and so I was having a really hard time with the Aqua spray head, and I ended up putting a bunch in my water and mixing it with my water, and it actually really totaled my spray bottle. So I had to resort to a regular spray bottle, and it wasn't obviously ideal, and my hair did not come out of my box braids super moisturized because of the fact that I had watered down the leave-in. I think a quick note from editor me inserting myself into the video, because as I'm editing, one thing I see that I clearly keep forgetting to mention is the reason why I needed a spray leave-in and the reason why I ended up putting it into my spray bottle, which I then totaled because it was thicker than the consistency of water and it was too much for my bottle, for my consistent mist spray bottle, whatever you call them. I forgot to explain the reason why I needed to do that, and that was because I was getting hand surgery. I'm 7 weeks, I think, post-op right now, so my hand is still healing. But then having my hair in braids and having had hand surgery, I really could not use this hand. I barely could put like my face creams on, and that was the whole reason for me getting braids in the beginning, and then my surgery got postponed, so then I got cornrows and box braids, and I did go ahead and get the surgery. So it was very hard to just even put face creams on, let alone having to use two hands to do like the whole leave-in situation, because basically I just needed to keep my hair moisturized, and a leave-in was all I really needed with box braids, which would have been ideal if I could have just sprayed it on. I would be good to go, but given the fact that the nozzle was not giving a proper mist and it was just doing like one straight line, it was impossible to do. And that's why I put it in my mister, because at least when I diluted it with water I could get it all over my hair, but then it wasn't enough moisture. Had I had a proper spray head, I would have just inserted it into the leave-in as it is and used it that way, but I didn't, which is why I diluted it. Otherwise, the leave-in as it is, the consistency, etc., I think is perfect for hair. But for my special circumstances, given that it was surgery and recovery from surgery, I needed to be able to spray it into my hair, and that's why the nozzle failed me, and that's why I keep talking about having diluted it, etc., because otherwise I wouldn't have done that. I would have just figured out a way to, like, I would spray it onto my hand and put it into my hair that way, or I changed the cap as you saw. So it's easier to have solutions if both your hands are functional, but because both my hands were not functional, I needed a spray. Hopefully this helps explain this whole situation. I think if the leave-in had been its own actual consistency, the way Soultanicals intended it to, my hair would have done better. I didn't have a good spray head for the actual leave-in as it is, which is the only reason why I put it in water and watered it down. It was just to be able to spray it onto my hair. But if you're able to have like a way to properly spray it and use the actual consistency and full-fledged leave-in itself on your hair, that's the way I would suggest you go. And so now this is me putting it into my actual hair, no box braids anymore, to see how I do. And I refresh every day, so when I go through that process, I wet my hair and then I add in the leave-in. I'm gonna be trying it out, but I did it yesterday. I had a lot of styler in my hair this wash cycle, so I didn't put styler. I pretty much used the Aqua as my leave-in, did my oil, and then I followed it up with the Marula Melon Moisture Guru as my cream, and my hair felt really, really good. So as far as using it as an actual leave-in in my actual hair and no longer dealing with braids and box braids, I am loving it. My hair looks and feels amazing. To the other side, I can't give y'all a full view, but I will try. Do you see anything? This is like guerrilla filmmaking. This video is not like my normal videos because there's been so many layers to it. I tried it with different types of things going on in my hair with protective style versus my actual hair. I am really enjoying it. The thing that I think was key to understand, or the thing that was a question that is now answered, is, well, it seems to be a lighter leave-in. So how is that going to work with my hair and with moisturizing my hair and with dealing with the needs of my very thirsty hair? It's lighter in the sense that it's more liquid because it's made to be sprayed. But as far as what it gives to the hair, the moisture that it brings to the table, completely up to par with the other leave-ins that Soultanicals has. And my hair is very, very happy, not weighed down. I'm like on day, I don't know, 5, 6. I need to wash my hair. And given that, it's really happy. There's a lot of volume. It's feeling great. A little build-up-y because I need to wash my hair. And like I said before, last time I put styler in my hair was 2 days ago and I was really heavy-handed. I overdid it, so my hair is feeling it. Given all that, it feels amazing. When I wet the hair is when I can normally tell how my hair is doing, because a lot of times my hair can feel good when product is in, but then the next day when I wet the hair to refresh, if it's feeling dry, that's just like the core of my hair. That's what my hair is telling me. And my hair has been feeling great. When I wet it, she's feeling good. I think this is like a good conclusion. The Aqua is a leave-in I would definitely recommend. The only thing I had an issue with was the nozzle of the spray head, but you can always like remedy it. If you have something else that you can use it if you want to use that as a spray, or change it to one of the caps that I used on mine like you saw in the last scene. And that's it. Yet another Soultanicals win. Easy to apply, has a lot of slip, feels incredible. Obviously when I'm pouring it into my hand this time it's more liquidy because it's meant to be sprayed, but even then it was easy to work with, and it's a yes from me, a Mr. Ziggy. So if you've tried it, let me know how it works for you. Does the spray nozzle thing work well for you? Did I end up with a bad one? I don't think so. I just think it just doesn't spray out the way I'd like it to. No complaints. As long as I can get it into the hair and the hair is happy, I'm good. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you like this video, hit like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay tuned for more. And I will see you in the next one. Ciao for now.